do you see happening, or what does Truth Be Told Network see going on? Because since you deliberate on a number of topics,
that's right.
If this committee goes ahead, if they set up the people, put together the people that will discuss and hold this national conference this 2014,
right,
in the light of other activities that are expected to happen this year, how do you see that affecting all the other activities for the year?
Like you rightly
said, whichever way it turns out.
Like you rightly said, let's give the people who have a job to do, let them do their work. The president has appointed his advisory committee. They're doing a good job. So far, so good. Where we go from there, it's another kettle of fish. Truth Be Told has made its own version of it plain to the people that it's going to be cumbersome, it's going to be nigh impossible for us to put together another set of people to come and deliberate over this. Our bottom line is we need a National Assembly. Maybe this current one or the next one to deliberate about that. Let's move forward, because our intent in coming on air today is to deliberate on what we've seen so far and what we think should happen afterwards. And that is why, honestly, this morning I want to throw a truthful challenge to two people, Mr. President and to Ngozi. One, Mr. President, I'd like to tell you this as my brother and as my president, irrespective of age. I'm an African. Maybe I'm older. I'm not looking at that now. I'm looking at him as Mr. President. And I would like to tell him one thing. He should look at the context of Jesus Christ and his disciples. I keep saying that on a regular basis. He had a Judas that betrayed him. He had a Peter that denied him and improving himself to be so good, cut off somebody's ear. And Jesus said, we are not here to do that. Jesus put the ear back. He had another one, a Thomas, that said, I don't believe that guy is doing this. I don't believe he has come back. So until I see it myself, that's the situation. Mr. President, that is the situation you have on your hands. You said it yourself that you even have Boko Haram in your midst. Honestly, in your house, you have a truckload of people that are driving you into the ground.
So what's the point exactly?
What I'm driving at is, he is the only one, from my own perspective, chosen by God. All the other people are appointees. So it's high time. It changes them.
So by extension, they are not chosen by God. If he is chosen by God and he decides to...
God has given him the powers to now choose the people. The general is a good general by virtue of his lieutenants. Those are his lieutenants. He has a chance, he has a choice to change his lieutenants. In most cases, some of them are forced on him. How many of them did he pick himself? By party level, it comes. By this, it comes.
What about us, the citizens? Do we have a responsibility, and what would that be this year?
This year? Honestly, for every leadership, there is a followership. Unfortunately, this followership, that is you and I. Maybe they listen to us, maybe they don't. But in most cases, they don't listen to us.
The followership?
They don't listen to the leadership. Does not listen to the followership. Because if they were listening to us, maybe some of these things we're talking about will be foregone conclusions.
Are we supposed to have that at the back of our minds, or we'll have to keep pressing? Because ultimately, you know how it is, power resides in the people.
That's right. We keep at it. Thank God we can now talk these days. We keep at it. And then we pray to God that somebody somewhere is listening. And then maybe we can effect a change somewhere. Let's leave Mr. President alone. Let me move down. Because his own basis is check his house, look at his lieutenants, change them as often as possible. Because it goes down in history. Our 7th Republic bears the name of Jonathan. People will forget who the ministers are.
Because I like you linking it to the Bible. It's more apt for some people and even for me. Now we're looking at the presidency or the president having different kinds of people. Those who would deny him, those who would betray him, and and you said this year, because this year is the year that will decide things for him. Yeah. And you say he should look inwards and clean his house, right, change people. Right. What kind of people would you want to see?
For God's sake, you and I are here. You guys are doing the good job. I know you guys, and then I can relate to you. I'm not an abusive person. I can say my bit, and I pray to God they effect changes that will benefit people like you and I.
You haven't spoken about the minister, though. You said you're going to throw her a truthful challenge.
Yeah, that's for Mr. President. Now for my two sisters, I would like to dwell on Daisy Annie first, because Daisy Annie is like the smaller bit of the two sisters. Daisy Annie I called the harvester, because she sits on where we get our money from. And lately, it makes me feel is our mentality arrested? Is our intelligence arrested? They come up with cock and bull stories and then we buy it hook, line and sinker. It bothers me a lot.
Like which one?
This 49.8 billion naira. History, they say, repeats itself. 2.8 was done some time ago. Why do you think somebody wouldn't try that stunt? It's been going on for 18 months. And when it came to the fore, that's why I want to throw a truthful challenge to my sister Ngozi.
But
No, wait my dear.
Okay.
That money is too huge for anybody to tell me it was somewhere. Where was it before you found the money out? No, hold on a while. Let's go into basics, because if you want to go into that, I will say something that is very scarce in here. I'll say it right now. Wall Street, right, is the basis of anything that is called economics, money management, or what have you. And what is Wall Street? You know what I call Wall Street? It's a fraud. They brought the whole world down. They gave us recession. That's Wall Street. So if anybody is telling me he's astute, he's fantastic when it comes to economics, I put that person at par with Wall Street.
So what would the challenge be for both of them?
What I'm saying too, Ngozi, is this. How on earth will you tell people like us that 48.9 billion is no longer missing? Where was it in the first place? Where was it? You know what happened? When Lamido blew the whistle, they now went back and started recouping the money. They could not recoup it all because they've spent part of it. And that is why somebody is telling me now that 10 point something or 12 billion. You know what 12 billion is? That is the average of a state budget in Nigeria. And somebody's telling me something is like that is missing.
It's a lot of money, and I'm not sure if that matter is just going to go away like that, because Nigerians will always keep asking a lot of questions about that one. Because at the moment they tell us that they are reconciling figures.
We're losing steam, Nigerians. We're losing steam. Honestly, Chamberlain.
We hope the media won't lose steam to help Nigerians get that steam.
You lose steam too, eventually. We're losing steam.
Never say never. Never say never. But if we do, truth be told, should keep telling us the truth. We hope that they won't lose steam.
Naturally, we'll be there to do that on a regular basis.
Thank you for coming on, Bola Bakare.
I'm glad to be here.